We are using chemicals in our daily life. Some substance in our daily life containing chemicals also. For example, milk containing lactic acid. Vinegar, it contains acetic acid. Tea, it contains tannic acid. Antacid, it contains aluminum hydroxide as well as magnesium hydroxide. That aluminum hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide are bases. So we in our daily life, that substance also containing chemicals, and that acid have some useful. For example, in sulfuric acid, it is useful in fertilizer industry, and sodium hydroxide, it is useful in soap industry. So how to use these chemicals? Before that, we have to know about their properties. So what is acid, what is base? For example, that acid means HCl, it is reacted with the sodium hydroxide, acid plus base. How it is reacted? How it is reacted means, first of all, they are split into ions. The HCl is split into H plus Cl minus ion. The sodium hydroxide split into sodium plus and OH minus ion. The sodium plus and Cl minus, it is a opposite character, so that attract with each other, so that the NaCl we are getting, and then the OH minus, it is a negative character, and H plus is a positive character. They are attracted with each other. It gives water as a one of the compound, one of the product. So this type of reaction is called as neutralization reaction. We have to know about that mechanism, their property. Before that, we have to know about what is acid, what is bases. So for that, in this lesson, the lesson name is ionic equilibrium. Under this ionic equilibrium, we are going to learn the definition of acid and bases. The definition, some scientists, they given from the origin, they given some definition for acid and bases. That definition we are going to discuss, and also the properties of acid and bases. Rest of the lesson in PPT goes.
We know acid base equilibria. That equilibria we are going to discuss in this lesson, and along with the aqueous equilibria. For example, in our body, there is carbonic acid is present. Carbonic acid formula is H2CO3, and then carbonic acid and bicarbonate buffer in the blood. For example, see that the reaction hydronium ion. Hydronium ion is the combination of water plus H plus. That is, water is combined with H plus. It gives hydronium ion. That hydronium ion in aqueous solution with the bicarbonate HCO3 minus is called as bicarbonate ion. That both the one combined, it gives carbonic acid H2CO3 plus water. This aqueous equilibria is present in our blood. So we have to know about the properties of acid and then base only. We can say the mechanism or some other properties we come to know. Then the next para I already discussed in the introduction, and then in this lesson we are going to see the definition, acid and bases, and then ionization in aqueous solution, their ionization in aqueous solution, and pH scale. pH means it is a negative logarithmic of H plus concentration. We will see the definition of pH, and then when we use the principle of chemical equilibrium, then only we can determine the concentration of some species they are present in the aqueous solution, that produced in the aqueous solution by acid and bases. Definition of acid and bases. In this slide we are going to see the classical concept. That Latin word acetus, it means sour. So this word is derived from acetus because the acid taste is sour, and also it turns the blue litmus to red, and it reacts with the metal, produces hydrogen gas. These are the properties of acid. And then base, it is the opposite character of acid, so it tastes bitter and it turns red litmus to blue. But these lines, that is definition alone, not give the complete behavior, complete properties of acid and bases. So that Arrhenius, Bronsted, Lowry and Lewis, they describe the properties of acid and bases based on their behavior. As per the Arrhenius concept, what is acid? Acid is a substance that dissociates to give hydrogen ions in water. For example, HCl. HCl is a hydrochloric acid. In water, it split into H plus and Cl minus. So, it dissociated to give the H plus ion. In aqueous solution, the H plus ion is highly hydrated. So, we represent it like H3O plus, or simplest hydrated of proton is square bracket H2O, and then above the square bracket plus symbol we have to put. But both the H plus and H3O plus, both are they are accepted, both are same only, so that they are accepted. And as per the Arrhenius concept, what is base? Base is a substance that dissociated to give hydroxyl ion in water. For example, sodium hydroxide. It dissociated in water, it gives Na plus and OH minus. The same way, the calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice, in water, it dissociated to give calcium 2 plus and 2OH minus. The Arrhenius concept, it does not explain the behavior of acid and bases in the non-aqueous solvent. For example, in acetone and tetrahydrofuran, they are all solvent, but it is not aqueous. So, in this non-aqueous solvent, the behavior of acid and bases not explained by Arrhenius. And also, ammonia is a base only, but this ammonia in water, it does not give the hydroxyl group. So, based on Arrhenius concept, we never consider the ammonia as a base. So, it is also another drawback of Arrhenius concept. Now, evaluate one. The nitric acid. Nitric acid in water, it gives 1 H plus, so that it is a acid based on Arrhenius concept. And BaOH twice, in water it gives 2 OH minus, 2 hydroxyl ion, so it is a base. And H3PO4, in water it gives 3 H plus, so it gives H plus ion, so that it is a acid. And CH3COOH, it also give H plus, 1 H plus in water, so that it is a acid. Lowry-Bronsted theory. Another name for this theory is proton theory. Based on this theory, what is acid? Acid is a proton donor. And what is base means? Base is a opposite character, so that base is a proton acceptor. See the example, HCl, it is a acid. When it react with, when it is combined with the water accept the H plus from the acid, so that it is changed as a H3O plus. Then, so that acid is a proton donor. HCl is a here proton donor, so it is a acid. The next one, base. Base means what? It is a proton acceptor. So, when the NH3 is combined with water, it accepts the H plus ion from water, so that NH3 is a base. It accepts the proton from water, so that it is a base. Now see the product side. The NH3 is now changed as a NH4 plus, and the water we always split into H plus OH minus, so that we H plus goes to NH3 means we get OH minus. In this slide, now consider the reaction between HCl and water. The HCl, it gives the H plus to water, so that the product side it becomes H3O plus and then Cl minus. Now the HCl is proton donor, so it is a acid. The water is a proton acceptor, so it is a base. Now see the product side. The Cl minus, it accepts the proton from H3O plus, so that the Cl minus, now proton acceptor means what? Base. Now this one is a considered as a base one. Then the proton donor, which one is proton donor in product side? The H3O plus is a proton donor in the product side. Proton donor means it is a acid. Now we already mentioned the acid is HCl in the reactant side. So in the product side, H3O plus is a acid, but we have to mention as a acid too. The same way, the Cl minus, here the proton acceptor, so we consider this one is a base one, so that in the reactant side the H2O is considered as a base 2. So generally we represent the Lowry-Bronsted acid base reaction. Acid 1 plus base 2 gives acid 2 plus base 1. Now you see that the HCl and Cl minus. This is the conjugate acid and base. What is the difference between HCl and Cl minus? There is one more H is present in the HCl. The same way, now you compare the water and H3O plus. What is the difference between water and H3O plus? There is only one difference is H plus only. So we can say that what is conjugate acid base pair means it is these are the chemical species, they differ only by proton. So they are called as conjugate acid base pair. In this reaction, co-are conjugate acid base pair are hydrochloric acid and then Cl minus. It is one of the conjugate acid base pair. And then water and then H3O plus is another conjugate acid base pair. Then limitation. Then boron trifluoride and aluminum trichloride both are behave as a acid. But according to our Lowry-Bronsted theory, what is the acid? Who are all donating the H plus. They are called as proton donor are called as acid. But here the boron trifluoride and aluminum trichloride, they never donate H plus because they never contain the H plus. So according to our Lowry-Bronsted theory, boron trifluoride and aluminum trichloride, even though they are behave as a acid, we never consider these are all the acid. So we need one more definition for acid and bases. In this evaluate, we have to find out the conjugate acid base pair. First one, NH4 plus, this reacted with the water. The NH4 plus gives one proton to water. So water changed as a H3O plus and then NH4 plus is changed as a NH3. Now here the first reactants you would consider. Which one giving the proton? NH4 plus give the proton. So this is the acid and then that pair is NH3 is the pair. So acid 1 base 1, this is the conjugate pair. And then water now see the product side, the H3O plus that gives the proton to ammonia. So this one is a acid 2. So this one acid 2 means which one is base 2 means the reactants in H2O is a base 2. So another conjugate pair is water and hydronium ion. Mostly you see the other example, the water and hydronium ion are the conjugate acid and base pair. The next example, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid in water, the sulfuric acid gives one H plus to water so that the water become H3O plus. Now which one is conjugate pair means H2SO4, HSO4 minus. These two are acid base conjugate pair. Then water and hydronium ion is the another conjugate acid base pair. In acetic acid, when it is react with water, it gives one H plus to water so that we get CH3COO minus. Now the CH3COOH and CH3COO minus are conjugate acid base pair and water and hydronium ion is another conjugate acid base pairs. Lewis concept. Based on his concept, what is acid means? It accept the electron pair. Accept an electron pair. Which one accept electron pair? What is electron? Electron means negative character. So negative accepted by a positive. So Lewis acid may consider as a positive ion sometimes. Or sometimes the electron deficient molecule that are also attract the electron. So acid is it may be a positive ion or it may be a electron deficient molecule. Then what is base? Acid accept the electron pair. Then base, it donates the electron pair. So which one donates electron pair? Which one having more electron? It donates the electron pair. So Lewis base may be a anion or it is a neutral molecule means it contains lone pair electron, extra lone pair electron, one lone pair electron or one more than one lone pair electron. So now see the example, boron trifluoride, then ammonia. That ammonia, nitrogen containing one lone pair electron, that one lone pair electron attracted by boron. Then boron, why it attract the electron? If you see the inside of boron atomic number 5. 5 means electronic configuration 1s to 2p1. So in 2p, only one electron present in the one orbital. What about the remaining orbitals? They are empty. So those who are having empty, they attract the electron, so that it is a electron deficient molecule. Boron trifluoride now electron deficient because it contain empty orbital, so it attract the electron from ammonia. So which one accept the electron pair? That is called as acid. Now ammonia, it gives the lone pair electron, so which one donates the electron pair? That is called as base. Now in between the boron trifluoride and ammonia, there is a small arrow given in the product side, that is called as adduct. Adduct means both are a combined addition product. The small arrow mark is called as coordinate covalent bond. The coordinate covalent bond we get from the one donor and one acceptor. Which one is donor here? Ammonia is a donor and boron trifluoride is a acceptor. So we already learned coordination compound. In that coordination compound, the central metal ion, it accepts the electron pair from the surrounding compound. The surrounding compounds are called as ligands. The ligands act as a Lewis base because they donate the electron pair. And central atom, they accept the electron pair, so they act as a Lewis acid. Difference between Lewis acid and Lewis bases. First point, electron deficient molecule, for example boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride, beryllium difluoride. In this boron, aluminum, beryllium, the three atoms contains empty new orbital, so that they are considered as a neutral electron deficient molecule. Then in Lewis bases, they contain one or more lone pair. In this example, the nitrogen possesses one lone pair electron, oxygen possesses two lone pair electron. See the ammonia, in the ammonia formula NH3, nitrogen containing one lone pair. Then water H2O, oxygen containing two lone pair. In alcohol, ROH means alcohol, in that one oxygen contain two lone pair electron. Ether formula ROR. In that oxygen contain two lone pair. And amine, RNH2 means called as amine, in that one nitrogen contain one lone pair. So these are all containing lone pair. It have the property, it has the property to donate the electrons, so they are Lewis bases. And metal ion, see the example, all the metal ion containing positive character, that so that they are Lewis acid, they accept the electron, so that they are Lewis acid. And anion, fluorine minus, Cl minus, cyanide minus, thiocyanide minus, SO42 minus, they are containing minus character, so that they donate the electron, so they are considered as Lewis bases. The next one, the molecule which contain polar double bond, the sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, they are considered as a Lewis acid because they accept the electron. The next one, the molecule containing carbon multiple bond, for example ethylene and then acetylene. CH2 double bond CH2 is a ethylene and CH double bond CH is a acetylene. So in this one, double bond triple bond they are containing, so that they are Lewis bases. And next one, the molecule, the central atom expand it actate, because actate means what? Octet rule means the around the atom it contains 8 electrons, means it is called as actate rule. But it exceed that 8 electrons because they containing the empty d orbital, so that they are accept 8 more electrons, so that they are called as Lewis acid. For example, silicon tetrafluoride, sulfur tetrafluoride, ferric chloride, etc. The next one, Lewis bases, all the metal oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, sodium oxide, they are Lewis bases. And carbonium ion means carbon containing positive character, so it is a Lewis bases, it accept the electron, positive means it accept the electron. And carbon containing anion character, CH3 minus means here the hydrogen does not possess the negative character, the carbon only possess the negative character, so that they donate the electron, so they are called as Lewis bases. In this example, we have to find out the which one is Lewis base and which one is Lewis acid. The chromium 3 plus, the 3 plus means it is a positive character, so it accepts the electron. So Cr 3 plus is a Lewis acid. And then water, in that water oxygen is having 2 lone pair electron, so that it donates the electron. Here the water is considered as a Lewis base. And evaluate calcium oxide. All the metal oxide now only we studied in the difference, they are bases. And carbon dioxide, in that carbon dioxide they are containing polar double bond, so that they are considered as a Lewis acid. And then the second one, CH3OCH3, in that one the oxygen possesses 2 lone pair electron. So the lone pair electron excess means it has the character to donate the electron, so it is a Lewis base. And aluminum trichloride, AlCl3, the aluminum containing empty orbital, so empty orbital attract the electron from the oxygen. So here the dimethyl ether act as a donor, and aluminum trichloride act as a electron acceptor. So between these two molecule we have one arrow mark. That arrow mark is called as coordinate covalent bond. The coordinate covalent bond is formed between the donor and then acceptor, electron donor and then acceptor. This evaluate, we have to explain the H3BO3 based on Lewis concept, and then H2O based on the Lewis concept. Then H3BO3, that boron contains empty orbital, so which one containing empty orbital, they have the character to accept the electron. Then in water we split the water as OH minus and H plus. So OH minus is containing extra electron. That extra electron is attracted by the boron, so that that H3BO3 now changed as a BOH4 minus. Now the H3BO3 is a acid, and then the water, it gives the electron to H3BO3, so that the water is a base, Lewis base here. Strength of acid and bases. A strong acid, which one is considered as a strong acid, means the acid which completely dissociate in water, that is called as strong acid. And weak acid means they partially only dissociated in water. Now HA means you consider this one is a acid. Then the HA is reacted with water or dissociate in water as H plus and A minus. The H plus attracted by the water, so that we get the hydronium ion H3O plus and A minus in the product side. This is the equilibrium reaction. So equilibrium reaction means there is a constant. That constant we will write usually the denominator contains product concentration and numerator contain product concentration and denominator contain reactant concentration. So according to that, first K is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of A minus in the numerator divided by concentration of HA square bracket of HA. That is square bracket here, consider you know very well, the square bracket means what, it is a concentration. So square bracket of HA into square bracket of water. Then the water concentration is always excess, so that which one is excess means the concentration is considered as 1, value is 1, so that we are omitting the water concentration in the denominator. Now that equation 8.1, you see that in the denominator there is square bracket of HA only, there is no square bracket of water. Then this Ka value, now it is called as ionization constant of acid, or otherwise it is called as dissociation constant of acid. Then that HCl value in the square bracket, it is given as 2 into 10 power 6. That is it is high Ka value. Which one having high Ka value, that is it is says that it is completely ionized, so it is a strong acid. And then in formic acid, the Ka value is given as 1.8 into 10 power minus 4. It is a low value when compared to the HCl value, isn't it? So that which one having low Ka value, they are partially ionized and they are called as weak acid. So Ka value greater than 10 means it is a strong acid, and Ka value less than 1 means it is a weak acid. Now see the reaction. HCl is a strong acid. We know very well that HCl when combined with the water, it gives that HCl gives one proton to water. So the water becomes H3O plus and Cl minus. Here the HCl and Cl minus are conjugate acid base pair. HCl strongest acid and conjugate base, Cl minus is a weak base. So for strongest acid means the conjugate base is a weak base, and weakest acid means the conjugate base is a stronger base. Then here the HCl is your strongest acid, so complete dissociation only it is possible. You see the equilibrium. In that equilibrium, it is always lie on the forward direction only. There is no reverse direction. So reverse direction not possible means the Cl minus has only negligible tendency to accept the proton from H3O plus, because the reverse direction is not possible only we told. So that now the reverse means not possible means the Cl minus now considered as a weak base, then HCl is considered as a strong acid. In this table, HClO4 hydrochlorate, this is a strong acid. Its conjugate base is ClO4 minus. It is a very weak base. So which one is very weak base means it pair acid is called a strong acid. Now see the last one, hydrogen. Hydrogen is very weak acid and its conjugate base H minus. H minus is a strong base. Strong base means it conjugate acid is weak acid. So now only we saw in the previous slide the conjugate acid, which one is strong acid means it conjugate base is a weak base, and conjugate that acid is a weak acid means its conjugate base is a strong base. So based on this only this slide is given. You refer this slide. First hypochlorate, next one HCl. Cl minus is a weak base because HCl is a strong one, and H2SO4 it is a strong acid. Its conjugate base HSO4 minus is a weak base, and HNO3 it is a strong acid. Its conjugate base NO3 minus is a very weak base, and then hydronium ion it is a weak acid. The water is a weak base. There is some in between that strong acid and then weak acid, there is a intermediate. That intermediate is we called as weak acid and weak bases only. That is very strong and then very weak. Between that strong and very weak there is intermediate, that is called as weak. Okay, August.